What's up guys, my name is Andre and here I am with the first help request that I make on my channel. This is my Iowa NSX 5200. The cassette deck is one of the best cassette decks that I ever had, and I was recently getting a lot of problems with it, like a little bit of wall and flutter. So I just bought some new belts, installed the new belts, and the thing was doing the same thing. So after some months, I was just talking with Databits, and I said, oh, probably it's a bad motor. And then there I was changing the motor. This is the original Sankyo motor. It's a 12 volt. It goes 2000 to 4000 RPM. Then I just thought maybe it's a bad motor. So I just took off this little piece of rubbish and I changed it with a motor that had exactly the same specs, which is this one, which is working perfectly fine. It was on another cassette deck that I took it out. It has these 4 leads, which they are labeled exactly the same. You can see that so crappy this thing is. Instead of using a real PCB board where you can solder on, they just use this little plastic something instead of this one, which you can see it's a real PCB board sticking out of there. So you can kind of see here, 12 volt. Where is the label? Here. It's kind of cracked. 12 volt, 2000 to 4000 RPM. It's exactly the same thing. You can see the leads in here. They are labeled exactly the same way. Minus, plus, B and A. B and A goes to H and L right here. They're exactly the same leads because it's a 2-speed cassette deck motor. So then I changed the motor. Solder, everything was fine. I even took out the original cables that goes here in this PCB where we have a trimmer or a trim pot, if you must, here, where I can control the speed of the motor. So here it goes, 4 leads right there. Come on, Comer, focus. Thanks. Then I just sticked up the cassette in the system, and the motor simply won't spin. Really, it wasn't doing anything. So maybe I thought I didn't solder like in the right way. So I picked up my multimeter and I made some continuity tests. I don't know how to spell that right. I test all the leads through the wires. Everything, like the motor was making perfect contact with that PCB board. Even all these 4 leads right here goes into that connector right there. So even there, I was getting, like, it was connecting there normally. And the motor simply won't spin. So I took out the back cover of this guy, and I just simply made a direct connecting to the motor windings, and like with an external battery, and it was spinning fine, but it wasn't doing it with the system's controller, because this is a full logic auto reverse deck. Let me just put in the way that you can see it. So this is a full logic auto reverse deck. You can see it right here. The heads, the heads can spin. So they're not static heads. You can see the 2 captains and 2 pinch rollers right there. This is a full logic auto reverse deck. You can even see the solenoid right here. There's a solenoid that controls the functions. So it clicks when the motor is turned on. There goes two connectors. These connectors are hooked up in the PCB board that controls the LCD screen. No, it's not LCD, it's another type of screen that I forgot the name. And the motor simply won't spin. So I'm just requesting a little help from Dr.Cassette and see if I can fix this, because this cassette deck is like one of the best ones that I have. I just simply can't let it sit around for like 1 year and then maybe I'll fix this. No, I really need help for getting this up and running normally again. Right, so that's it guys for this video. So I'm just sending this video to Dr.Cassette so he can watch it and give me a light, because I tried to record the IAC 4 tapes. You know what IAC 4 is, right? It's chromium tape, or CrO2. In other cassette decks, the recording head simply won't have force enough to record the tape. But this guy right here could actually record on those tapes with CD quality. Isn't that impressive? Just remembering, this is a Iowa NSX 5200. I am even fixing the Caruso shaft right in front because I have a bad flat cable. I gotta buy another flat cable for this sucker, because even the belt right here that controls the spinning Caruso was kind of loose, so it wasn't spinning. Oh, there's even a cap. What is that, dude? But the thing is fully working. The laser, I mean, is fully working, is adjusted. But other than that, it's perfectly fine. Just the cassette deck that is fucked up, because the Caruso shaft is working fine, or at least it was, so I gotta buy another flat cable. Sadly, I couldn't test if the controller board of the motor was actually sending energy to it, because it sends pulses. So it will only stay on when it's actually doing something like recording, paused, fast forward, rewinding, playing, you know, all the functions. But when it tries to set this little, let me put the light back on in here. There's a little switch right there, a mechanical switch, that when this thing is up, when it's like this, reading the tape, you can see this mechanical switch activates. When that thing is activated, like it's playing, okay, it's in that position, playing the tape. When you turn off the radio by like unplugging it from the main power, this thing will stay like that. So when you turn out the radio again, it will try to get out of that position, because probably there's a tape stuck here. So it will click the solenoid and will send pulses like try to get the tape out. So I can simply measure it if it's working. And even I've lost, well, it's actually lost under this wooden table, the original motor pulley, because the spacing on this one is not enough to fit the two main belts, so they're kinda like bent in the direction of the pulley, and that will not sound good on the tape. And I have the brand new belt kit that I was using on the deck before this whole mess actually happened. So that's it finally for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And Dr. Cassette, please help me, dude, because I have no idea how to continue fixing this. Alright, see you later.